A $500,000 pension lump sum needs to earn 5.8% every single year to match a $3,000 monthly pension over 25 years. But here's what most retirees miss. Monthly payments come with PBGC protection up to $7,789 per month, while your lump sum is entirely at the mercy of the market. In this video, we're breaking down exactly how to decide which option actually gives you more retirement income. Let's start with the mechanics. Your pension lump sum isn't pulled from thin air. It's calculated using federally mandated interest rates called segment rates. In 2026, the IRS requires pension plans to use three specific rates: 4.20% for the first 5 years of payments, 5.29% for years 6 through 20, and 6.08% for year 21 and beyond. Your plan's actuary takes your promised monthly benefit and discounts it back to today's dollars using these rates. Here's the critical part. There's an inverse relationship between interest rates and your lump sum offer. When interest rates go up, your lump sum gets smaller. When they fall, your lump sum grows larger. This relationship confused a lot of retirees between 2021 and 2023, especially those who took lump sum distributions during 2022 and 2023 when the Federal Reserve was raising rates rapidly. So here's the math that matters. A $500,000 lump sum needs to generate at least 5.8% in annual returns to match a $3,000 inflation-adjusted monthly pension over 25 years. On the surface, this looks doable. The S&P 500 averaged nearly 8% annually from 2000 to 2025. But this glosses over something critical: timing risk. That 8% average included two brutal bear markets, 2000 to 2002 and 2008 to 2009, plus a 34% crash in early 2020. If you took your lump sum in 2008, you faced a 57% decline in year one. Beating 5.8% that year would have been impossible. The real break-even depends on your life expectancy, whether you can actually hit that 5.8% target, and how you handle volatility when markets tank. This is where monthly payments shine. If your pension plan fails or your employer goes bankrupt, the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, the PBGC, steps in as the insurer of last resort. For a 65-year-old claiming a straight life annuity, the maximum PBGC guarantee reached $7,789.77 per month in 2026, up from $7,431.82 in 2025. That's genuine security. If your plan promised $10,000 monthly and failed, PBGC would guarantee at least $7,789.77. But there are limits. This maximum only applies when you claim at 65 as a single life annuitant. Claim earlier at 60, and your maximum guarantee drops roughly 30%. The key point: with monthly payments, you get income security that a lump sum can never provide. The tax hit of a lump sum is immediate and brutal. When you take a lump sum, your plan administrator must withhold 20% for federal taxes automatically. On a $500,000 lump sum, that's $100,000 withheld right away. Money you can't invest. This 20% withholding applies regardless of your actual tax bracket. If you're in the 24% bracket, you're underpaying. If you're in the 32% bracket, 20% won't cover what you owe at tax time. Then add state income taxes on top. Depending on where you live, you'll face another 2 to 10% withholding. Combined with the 20% federal, you could lose 22 to 30% of your lump sum before a single dollar hits your investment account. Monthly pension payments, by contrast, are taxed as ordinary income each year, and you only pay tax on what you actually receive. Here's something we hear constantly: I'm a good investor, so I'll take the lump sum and beat 5.8%. The logic sounds reasonable until you examine it. Yes, the S&P 500 averaged nearly 8% from 2000 to 2025. But that average hides something critical: sequence of returns risk. You don't get to cherry-pick which years you invest. An investor who took a lump sum in 2008 needed to live on portfolio withdrawals while facing a 57% decline. Even skilled investors can't predict markets or control the order returns arrive in. You might nail 8% in year 1, but then face a bear market in year 2 when you're taking withdrawals. That's devastating. Monthly payments, by contrast, guarantee income regardless of what markets do. They remove timing risk entirely. The decision between a lump sum and monthly payments isn't just about numbers. It's about what happens when the market crashes and you still need to eat. For a complete breakdown of how to calculate your break-even point and what to consider before you decide, read the full article at wealthwire.com. And if you're planning for retirement without a pension, subscribe for more grounded personal finance strategies. All the sources cited here are in the description below.